All right, we are on page 120 of your student journal looking at lesson 5.3 on long division, polynomial division. So this first section, it tells us to use long division here. So this is what we're going to use. So we are going to take our divisor, put it outside of the long division bar. We will put our dividend underneath the long division bar. Remember, our steps are divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, do it again. So the first division, you guys, we only look at the first term. So we're going to ask ourselves x squared divided by x. What does that give us? X. Now, I teach it where you put it in the column above the like term. So it's slightly different from your elementary long division, right? So keep it in the column with the like term. To me, that's the best way to do it. So that's how I'm going to teach you how to do it. Okay, now we're going to multiply. So we're going to distribute this x to both of these terms in the divisor. So we'll get x squared and we'll get negative 3x. Okay? Now the next step is to subtract. Now we have two terms, so that means we have to change the sign of both terms. So this becomes negative, this becomes positive. All right, then our x squares cancel. We have 9x. Any questions on that cycle? That's one complete cycle. Actually, I got to bring down, then I'm complete. There's my bringing down. Any questions on that cycle? Are we good? Okay, now we're going to do it again. So we just look at the first number, 9x divided by x. What does that give us? 9, good. So again, we'll put that in the constant column now, up above the 12. And then we'll distribute that 9 to both terms in the divisor, so we'll get 9x minus 27. All right, subtracting again means change both signs. 9x's cancel, we get 39. This is our remainder. Okay, so our quotient is x plus 9, and then we'll put plus 39 in the top of the fraction, and then our divisor is x minus 3. So this whole thing is your answer right here. All right, let's do another one. We've got x squared as the divisor, x squared minus 16. Our dividend, x cubed minus 4x squared. Okay, so let's do it again. X cubed divided by x squared is what? It's just plain x. Now notice we don't have an x column, so we're just going to put it over here by itself. We'll distribute that to both terms in the divisor. We get x cubed minus 16x. I just keep them in their columns. So this is an x squared column, so this is my like invisible x column there.
Do you bring down well, why do you put the x? It's because you're multiplying the quotient.
X times x squared gives you x cubed, and then x times negative 16 gives you negative 16x, right? Good? Okay, so we change both signs to subtract, then we're combining our like terms here. This is why I like keeping them in different columns like that, so you don't accidentally combine the wrong terms. Okay, and then we divide again. X squared, or negative 4x squared divided by x squared. Negative 4, good. So we'll put that, we're going to create a column for our constants out here. Okay, and then we'll distribute this negative 4 to both of these terms in the divisor. So we'll get negative 4x squared and then positive, whoops, that's the constant, positive 64. Let's put it out here. Since we don't have an x term to combine, I'm leaving it blank underneath there.
Can you just put a 0?
You can put a 0 to hold the place, sure. You could put a 0 here. Okay, and then we'll change these signs. These cancel, we end up with 16x minus 64. This whole thing is your remainder because you can't do, look, you can't do x divided by x squared, right? So once you end up with something smaller than your divisor, then you know you're done dividing. So that's your remainder, so we'll add that up top. So we have x minus 4 is the quotient, and then we have remainder 16x minus 64 over the divisor, which is x squared minus 16. This whole thing's your answer. I did not put the plus sign, you're right. If it's positive, you can kind of leave it off because it's just adding, but that's fine. We'll put it in there. Okay, so synthetic division is slightly different. You can only use synthetic division when your divisor is in the form of x minus k. Okay, so it's going to be x plus or minus some number, and it has to be x to the first power. So do you notice how all of these divisors are x to the first power plus or minus a number? Okay, when you see that, that tells you can use synthetic division. Now the last problems, the divisors had squares or cubes in them, so you have to use polynomial long division if that's the case. Okay, so what you do is you take your k. In this case, k would be equal to 2. And you take your k and you put it outside of the house, and then you do an upside down long division bar, and you make it tall enough to have 2 rows of numbers in it.
This is not negative 2.
It's not negative 2 because look you guys, if you sub a positive 2 here, won't it say x minus 2?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. No, that's good.
So if it was a positive, it'd be negative.
If it's positive, then k is negative. Right, good. Kind of like your vertex form, right? Yeah, the h. Good connection. All right, so here we take just the coefficients. So we've got a 1, a negative 10, and a 2. And again, if you're skipping any of the exponents, you have to put a 0 in their place, like this problem down here. See how it's missing an x squared and an x to the first power? So on that one, we'd have to put zeros to hold their places. Okay, ready? Step 1, you bring your first number down. Then you multiply 2 times 1, put your answer here, it's 2. Then you combine vertically, negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8. Then you multiply again, 2 times negative 8, put the answer here, negative 16. Combine vertically, you get negative 14. Now the last number is always your remainder. If it's a 0, then there's no remainder and it goes in evenly, right?
Yeah.
This one does not go in evenly. So that means moving over, this negative 8 is your constant, and the 1 is your coefficient of an x. So you put the x's back on it. So this is your answer, your quotient, and then your remainder goes in the top of the fraction, and the divisor goes in the bottom, just like it did on the last problems. Okay, next one. What is k on this problem? Negative 2. We'll grab our coefficients. We're not missing any, so we don't need any zeros. Okay, coefficients. We drop the variables, we put them back on at the end. Okay, so we bring down the 1. We multiply negative 2 times 1, put it here. Combine, we'll get 2. Then we do negative 2 times 2, put the answer here. Then we combine, 6 minus 4 is 2. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. We combine, we get a 0 remainder. So this one goes in evenly. So then we go backwards. This is the remainder. This is your constant. Okay, so 2 is your constant. This would be x to the first power. This would be x to the second power. And again, think about it, you guys. You've got x cubed divided by an x, so it makes sense. Your answer is x starting with an x squared, right? It always goes down 1.
How do you find the constant?
I understand.
Okay, number 7. K is equal to what?
Negative 3.
-3. Good. Now here we've got a 2 on x cubed, a 0 for x squared, a 0 for x to the first, and then our constant. So we have to put those zeros to hold the place. All right, we'll start by bringing it down our 2. Multiply. Combine. And we multiply again. Combine again. Multiply again. Combine again. Here's your remainder. You getting it? Yeah, the more you do it, it gets pretty easy. This is easier than the long division for most people. Okay, so again, remainder goes on top, divisor goes on bottom. 18s are constant, it's positive. Next would be x to the first power, -6 is the coefficient. Then we have x squared, and +2 is the coefficient. Okay, next one. Let's see. K is 4. I'm just going to finish this page here. I think my students understand it, but I'm just going to finish the page. So grabbing the coefficients, bringing the first number down, then I multiply, then I combine. Then I multiply, then I combine, then I multiply, combine and get 0, multiply, get 0, combine, get 4. Here's my remainder. So it'd be 4 over x minus 4. 0 is the constant, so this would be -1x, -3x squared, -2x cubed. And that's it. Whoops.